Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
11. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Burrow on play action. It's caught inside the 25 and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 55 yards. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They begin with Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Henry again on second down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on third down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. A first down carry for Henry. There's the stiff arm. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Henry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Burrow's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and long at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Here's Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Burrow. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Airing this one out for Evans. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
11-90.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 35 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. It's caught on the right side. Williams finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Noah Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 158 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down, they go again with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First down. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has. And it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Peterson. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's a Titans touchdown. Javonte Williams, 33 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
11 mighty.
On 2nd and very short. Burrow. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Mike Evans, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is
quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Fields. Able to find Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. Finding Williams once more, complete.
Here we go.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and
11,
goal.
Thomas. 11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Now Burrow. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mark Andrews,
Here we go.
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Henry running right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
On one, ready?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep